behalf of the organizers, I would like to thank the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Education for putting this conference under their auspices, as well as under the auspices of the Global Education Week. I would also like to thank my colleagues Anna Grace Messa and Sofia Nauti, and of course Mikhail Mikhail, for organizing today's event and for bringing you all here. I believe this is the first time that such a diverse group of Cypriot stakeholders comes together to discuss the thematic of supply chains and to explore how we can strive towards fairer trading practices and more social and environmental sustainability along the supply chains of products that reach the Cypriot market from the global south. Today is a unique opportunity for us all, policymakers, civil society, academia, and businesses, to share our expertise and to start working together towards better policies at national level that would minimize the detrimental social and environmental effects of current trading practices within supply chains. Future World Center, a non-profit organization founded in Nicosia over 25 years ago, is an incubator of social entrepreneurs who envision, design, and implement projects that promote the culture of coexistence, human rights, and peace, using methods grounded in the latest technologies, the science of dialogic design, and democratic dialogue. Our mission is to enable people to rethink and resolve social challenges, both on the local, European, and global level. Our actions are positioned right at the edge of where social change can happen. Future World Center has 4 operating units: the Global Education Unit, Humanitarian Affairs Unit, Future Designs Unit, and the New Media Lab. The Global Education Unit, which is represented here today, promotes and supports active global citizenship through local, European, and global initiatives. Our work focuses on equipping youth and educators with knowledge, skills, and tools to increase awareness about global issues, to encourage action for a more just and sustainable world. Engaging citizens of all ages in intercultural dialogue, supporting peace-building initiatives among young people, and to stimulate actions towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The Global Education Unit is very well networked across Europe in the field of global education and has long-standing collaborations with the relevant national, regional, and international stakeholders. Over the recent years, food, the question of food security, food sovereignty, and the global food system as such have become our main thematic focus. Food is a topic so central to our life, locally as much as globally. All of the global key challenges, such as poverty, hunger, malnutrition, inequality, environmental sustainability, and climate change, health, and well-being, are essentially interlinked through the global food system. Food as a commodity has become increasingly globalized. Yet, the average citizen and consumer knows very little about its origin, its social and environmental impact. Within the Global Education Unit, we currently implement 3 European projects that explore these dimensions of the global food system. 2 of these projects are co-hosting today's conference, which is the Supply Chain Project and Make Food Fair. I will introduce these projects very briefly, and you will be able to find out more about the 3rd project, Map Your Meal, during the coffee break, where you will also have the opportunity to test our mobile phone application that can indicate how green and fair our groceries and food products are. The Supply Chain Project is implemented by a group of civil society organizations from across Europe and the Global South in a wide effort to resolve these increasing challenges, reducing the environmental impact and improving the labor conditions across the supply chain of supermarket and store brand products. Sometimes we know those as your own brands and private labels. The Supply Chain campaign engages with European citizens to stir debate about pressing issues in the global supply chain of supermarkets. With creative action in all European member states, as well as online campaigns, we are encouraging audiences to think critically about their consumption patterns and educate themselves about the global impact of consumer choices. With petitions addressing both the retail industry and policy decision makers, we gather support for fairer and greener retail business. We, within the Supply Chain Consortium, strongly believe in the power of consumer choice and in the responsibility of business stakeholders to create change in the retail sector. Ultimately, however, improvement of the present situation needs to be supported and led by legislation. In order to achieve this, the Supply Chain Project regularly intervenes in policy processes both on European and national levels. So far, the campaign has focused on battling unfair trading practices, both on the European as well as national levels, and is addressing the legislation on EU business and human rights and corporate transparency. Make Food Fair aims at raising awareness of consumers and citizens about the environmental and social impact of the tropical fruit supply chains and mobilize them to take action. Citizens need to urge corporate and political decision makers to ensure fair conditions in the tropical fruit sector. The key demands of the Make Food Fair project are for small-scale farmers and plantation workers producing tropical fruit to earn an income which enables them to provide for their families and themselves. For all workers to be safe in the workplace and protected from exposure to toxic pesticides. For the union rights of workers to be protected, and for a fair price for bananas and pineapples to be paid to all suppliers. We have studied the supply chains of exotic fruits and main ingredients in store-brand products such as cocoa, orange juice, and palm oil. We have found major shortcomings with regards to the working conditions of farmers and plantation workers, as well as the environmental impact of the production methods. I sincerely hope that today's conference will enable us all to begin working together towards achieving more sustainable and fairer supply chains across the different sectors. For this, I would like to wish you all a very productive and interesting morning with very fruitful discussions. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning from myself. My name is Michael. I work in Cartes as a project officer. I am the project officer for Stoma Mining, which is one of the three projects that organized this conference, and I'm really happy to welcome you all, investing time in this issue, and it's very happy to see that our two organizations finally started to pull together and create some sort of force of change. I'm going to use a different method. I'm going to use a presentation for my welcome. Basically, I'm going to show you like 5 minutes of what we do as an organization and the project, and then we can proceed to the actual discussions where you can. So, as I told you, Cartes